Kaleb, looked like you struggled to get shot opportunities in the last 5 minutes. Was there anything that Wisconsin was doing to take you away down the stretch?
I wouldn't say take me away. I feel like we went to different guys. You know, I feel like I was a force during the game so much that they were collapsing, and guys had to help off my other teammates. And my other teammates, we trusted them hitting shots, and we was looking for them tonight.
Kaleb, you were doing most of your work in the paint. You didn't take your first three until like halfway through the second half. Different than what we've seen from you this season. Was that part of the game plan? Was that just kind of how the game unfolded?
That's just how the game unfolded. You know, coaches called my number in those spots, and the spots we got to.
Second straight game now, you guys have been within a possession. It's been close down the stretch, and you guys haven't found the play that you need. Are you seeing something in some of these minutes down the stretch where you guys need to come up with a clutch play and you haven't been able to do that yet this year?
Yeah, you know, we gotta get back in the gym, you know, practice these situations. You know, things like this comes down to preparation and older guys, you know, keeping poise and everything like that. And I feel like tonight they took us out of some of our stuff, and credit to them, they're a good team, and we just got out of our stuff today.
Kaleb, it was a little bit reminiscent of last year, some of the games where you'd have a lot of points and you play a big role, but seemed that a lot of your teammates struggled to find looks as well. Did you feel that at all, that it felt a little bit like some of last year's games?
I wouldn't say that my touches took away from theirs, but I mean, that's just how the game goes. You know, coaches saw that I had the hot hand early, and they decided they wanted to feed me more, and my teammates, they found me in the right spots for me to score, and then towards the end, we saw that they were going to collapse, and it was time for their shots. And, you know, we just got to knock those down. You know, I trust all my teammates hit those shots.
And it looked like, I know EJ and DJ struggled a little bit today, and if a freshman has a performance like this, I mean, sort of, how do you guys respond to them in the locker room? How do you get them to bounce back and understand it's one game at a time when you're entering the Big Ten play like they are?
Just communication. You know, it's big in the locker room, just keeping guys' spirits up. Like you said, a freshman, he's used to having a lot of success, you know, and he comes in, he struggles. You know, he might be down on himself, but you got to tell him, like, we brought you here for a reason. You know, you can play. Like, come in the next game and produce. You're going to be all right.
Kaleb, was that late three for you, what you guys were looking for there? On that, like, wasn't your last possession, I guess, like your second or third to last possession?
Yeah, you know, we were looking for the best shot, and my teammates found me, and we thought that was the best shot on that possession.
But did you come out of that timeout saying, let's get a three for Kaleb? Or no, I guess it wasn't a timeout, but you were down three. Was it, let's get a three for Kaleb, or let's just find whatever the best shot is?
It was, let's find the best shot on this possession, and let's win the game.
And then we've talked a lot with Coach about just your overall game and how you're impacting things. But on the defensive end specifically, how do you feel like you're impacting on that end and your ability to guard smaller guys now when you get switched? It just seems like it's at a much higher level. I don't know how much you feel that when you're out there, but how do you think you're impacting in those areas?
I feel like it just is testament to my off-season work, you know, working in there with Q and some of the coaches being able to guard smaller guys out on the floor, open perimeter, and that's just how it worked, you know. Off-season work, preparation, that's what we worked on.
One or two more, Patrick, let's see.
Kaleb, just the mood in the locker room, 2 straight losses after you guys were kind of riding so high. What was the feeling? What were you guys kind of saying to each other before you came in here?
That we got a quick turnaround. You know, we got Maryland on Tuesday, and that's the game we got to prepare for at a high level, and that's what we're going to do.
Dwayne's been shooting the ball ridiculous this year, and yet today he kind of struggled a little bit. Are you guys saying anything to him in the locker room? Or,
Yeah, tell him to keep shooting. You know, he's our shooter. That's the guy we trust with those shots that we're giving him, and all he needs to do is knock them down. You know, he's going to do that. That's what he does, and he does it at a high level.
What's the conversation to kind of clean up some of those, I guess, unforced turnovers? Like you had 14, but only 5 of them were because of something they did.
Just take care of the ball. Like you said, conversation is slow down, think about the situation, find open guys. You know, just move it. Don't try to be a hero, make a hero play. Just move it and trust offense.